Hey, Andy Frain team, it's me again. I know what you're thinking, man, this guy sends emails and texts and Facebook posts and now we're doing videos. Like, man, come on. But hey, I promise you this communication that I'm sending out right now will be very, very important for you to know. And, future videos, I'll try to add some graphics to make it exciting and do all that sort of stuff. But for right now, I'm just trying to get you as much information as possible. If you haven't already, make sure you check out our Facebook page for future events. Read those pre-event notes that I send out because I put information in there on future events, and there might even be a little code word in there to get you a little, something if you read it. So to start with, guys, I want to make sure I give a huge shout out to everybody who worked this past month. It was a giant success. The clients were happy, and I want to just say thank you because there were a few times where it got a little hairy, and everybody really stepped up and showed why we are one of the best teams in the market. So thank you again to everybody who worked, and your hard work and dedication have not gone unnoticed. Now, moving on into our big announcements. Many of you already know about the Alvarez Saunders fight coming to AT&T Stadium on May 8th. What you don't know is that this is going to be a major, major, major event. This is beyond what Spence vs. Garcia was in December. But what I can promise you is that this is going to still have all the safety steps that we've taken to this point. All the safe stadium policies are still in effect. The floor will be socially distanced. It'll be in pods. Seats will be socially distanced. Masks will be enforced. All of our procedures that we've done for the past year will still be in effect. So there should be no worry whatsoever when it comes to that. In addition, I have to make sure I make very clear to everybody that since my arrival, one of the things that I tried not to do is to force people to work. That's not the culture we wanted to set. That's not what we wanted to do. But with the understanding that has to happen every now and again. Well, this event coming up for May 8th, the Alvarez vs. Saunders fight at AT&T Stadium will be a blackout event. What does that mean for you? Essentially, that means that everybody on our event roster has to make themselves available. This is one of those that it will impact your ability to work future events, including the Cowboy season, if you do not make yourself available. Now, there will be special exempt circumstances where you have to reach out to either myself or Ashley at the office in order to get exempt from this event. If you are working at another site for Andy Frain, you will be exempt. However, if you are working for another security company at a different location, that is not exempt status. I am not someone who likes to force everybody. You have to work for Andy Frain. You can't work for any other security company. But for this particular event, Andy Frain and AT&T Stadium need to take priority over everything else. I'm giving you a month notice so that you can make your arrangements, that you can make all the necessary changes that you need to your schedule. We need about 325 individuals to work this event. Now, our roster is about 415. We are doing a big recruitment push, and hopefully we'll be able to fill some of those up there to push it up to 500. So if we reach our 325, then those who would rather not work, we can reach out to and we can say, hey, thank you for signing up. We've reached our limit. If you would like, we can remove you from the schedule. But everybody has to make themselves available, and your future with the events could be a jeopardy if you do not make yourself available without speaking to myself or Ashley first. Now, on to the second point that I wanted to talk about is the commercial division. We have so many opportunities on the commercial side that many people may not even be aware of. We've got Flux and Gate, we got Forward Air, we got Gulf Winds, we got Great Wolf Lodge, we got HHS, we got level 3, level 2 positions, 40 hours a week, 32 hours a week. You could even work weekends. Like, there's a lot of opportunities here with our commercial division. If that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and reach out to our offices. Now, I want to make sure that I'm clear that, in the past, there might have been some leeway where you can decide, hey, I want to work events and then commercial a little bit here. Like, if you're working 40 hours a week over on the commercial side, that is your priority position. If you decide that you want to leave that position to still work events, then that's your decision, but your position will not be held. So make sure you reach out to our commercial division and get the opportunity to work on those sites, because there are a lot of opportunities and a lot of hours to be had. All right, so the third, final, and most exciting opportunity that we have here is that we have had a lot of dialogue over the past 2 years since I came here. And one of those things that kept popping up over and over and over again to everybody I talked to is, man, ABI is tough. ABI is hard to navigate. It's hard for us to use on our phone. The app isn't very good. Like, it's not very user friendly. There were a lot of things that we could do on the back end, but for you guys and for the guards, it just wasn't the easiest app to use. So we took that information, we had some dialogue with our leadership, and we talked about what we could do to make your life easier from a scheduling standpoint. So the big announcement is that starting in April, at different times for different groups of people, we will be transitioning away from ABI into the more user-friendly ETime platform. That is going to be a much better opportunity for you guys to get in there and understand your overall schedule. It is easier on the app. The app is very, very simple. You go in, you confirm, you clock in, you clock out. It makes it so easy. In addition to that, it's a web-based platform. So you could go to the web and type in the address and boom, it pops up and you can get in there and navigate as needed. Whereas ABI was a little bit more difficult for you guys to get in there and do that, and the app wasn't very user-friendly. It was too robust. It was too much going on. So the ETime application and the platform make it a lot easier for everybody to use. So I just wanted to give those few announcements. We will be communicating a lot over the next few weeks with regards to this transition. For some, it'll happen earlier. For others, it'll happen later, depending on where you work and what kind of your role is. So again, I want to say thank you so much. Don't hesitate to call us if you have any questions. Again, if you need anything, give us a holler and we'll be happy to help you. Thank you for all of your hard work again, and we'll see you soon.